Today is all about quantum healing. And quantum physics is the study of the subatomical parts that make up our material universe. But then here's the catch. There's also an immaterial universe. And as big as the cosmos are, with as many galaxies that are there, there's also an anti-material universe that has just as many cosmos, probably more. Now, the quantum level is what happens in the subatomical part. And what we know from quantum physics is that our mind, our thoughts impress on the frequencies that are in the air, and the thought collapses the frequency into a particle. And the particle is what makes up material form that you can touch. Hi, Natalie, how are you? When you're talking about a quantum healing, it's kind of like a really big buzzword right now, especially because the energy on the planet is shifting. December 21st is when we moved into the sign of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, away from the Piscean age. And there's different energetic shifts that are happening all the time, forever, for eons. And the planetary shifts that we're experiencing right now are kind of in alignment with what we're experiencing in the world, the scary stuff that's happening in the world. And so I want to share with you how you can harness this energy and use it for yourself to transform your health and your hotness. Okay, so we're going to get in shape over here. So first of all, okay, I've got all these beautiful spiritual metaphors, and to me, what I've been finding out is that spiritual texts like the Bhagavad Gita, like the Gnostic scriptures, are interpretations of how this energy works. And we have a cultural representation in these books to help us understand how the energy works. And so right now, in our culture, we are like super into DNA, genetics, thinking your way rich, like we're kind of used to these things with the law of attraction. So that's your foundational level for this understanding. Now, these are the tools within. And the reason why I am so excited to share the tools within is because when I was at my lowest point, when I was 28 years old, had a nervous breakdown, was in therapy, on antidepressants, had just stopped binging. Like at that time, binging no longer worked. And so I had to do something to change how I was feeling about myself to stop the binging. So way back when I was 28 years old, I'm going to therapist, and one of them, I went to several, one of them just stared at me and said, "You have all the answers within." And I stared right back at that motherfucker and was like, if I had all the answers within, I would know what to do and I wouldn't be here right now. So I think deep down, from 28 years old to 39 years old, I have been on a quest to understand what are these tools within. So that's what this live stream is all about, and this is what I'm building into a monthly program with Pilates Barbell Club. It's not out yet, I'm still building it, but I was feeling super inspired to share with you what this module is. So these are the tools. Our mind, our brain, the function of the brain is mind. It's thinking, it's interpreting. So the mind is like our computer that picks up the frequencies that are in the air. Energy is unseen. When it's dense like this, you can see it. This is energy too. So our mind represents frequency in the quantum world. Our mind is the thing that impresses on the information. Our heart is the vibration. The vibration is a measurement of energy. And the energy is frequency. This is a whole paradox. And the energy has information in it. So sad energy, low vibration energy, I don't know exactly what it looks like, but there's all a bunch of little waves. It's going to have a different sensation in the body. That's the matter, right? So we have in quantum physics, frequency, vibration, and matter. Our body, our material body, is the combination of how we are thinking and how we are feeling. So if we have a low vibration that we're sad, we're angry, we're feeling shameful, guilty, prideful, these are the big emotions that we're dealing with right now because of what's happening in the world. So when you watch something in the world and you feel a certain way about it, the only way that you feel a certain way about it is if that energy is within you, because it's magnetic. That's what the law of attraction is. We've just been told for years and years and years that the law of attraction is just about getting the house or the car or the money. Law of attraction just is. This is just how it functions. So if we're back to frequency and mind, and we are in heart and vibration, and we're in body in material, it's those three tools within that are going to help us make these quantum leaps. Cool, now we're into the quantum transformation, right? So on an energetic level of how we're thinking and how we're feeling, that shows up in our body. And I've changed my makeup, okay? So I don't want to sound like a total asshole here, but I do color corrector under here. Trust me, there's a reason for me sharing this with you. I do color corrector under my eyes, then I put concealer on my eyes, then I put a reflective rose tinted luminescent stuff under my eyes, then I put luminescent powder under my eyes, then I put the luminescent stuff through here, right, to brighten my face, and then I do color glow around here to give myself some dimension, my face some dimension. So I've transformed in how I look based on how I've been applying my makeup. But let me share this with you. This is no longer Botoxed. I used to get Botox here. Well, I only did it twice. But the way that I have changed my thoughts in relationship to how I view the world and my thoughts and how I view myself, I don't have the Cercione frown. And if you looked at any of my stuff before 2020, I had a frown a lot of the time. And that's kind of gone away. And that's a representation of a quantum transformation, okay? So when we are changing how we think, when we're like, okay, we're gonna set a goal, we're gonna say I'm gonna lose weight, or I'm gonna exercise consistently, or I'm gonna repair my relationship, whatever. We have a thought that says this is the thing that I want. But the substance, the foundation that makes the other half of it, the 50% of what makes matter, is your vibration, is your emotional state. So even if you say I want to lose weight and I want to exercise consistently, if your vibration has in it the memorized feelings of feeling like a fat slob, that vibration is going to outweigh your thoughts. Because if that vibration gets kicked up, like say you go and you work out 5 days in a row and you're feeling so good and you're eating healthier and you're feeling like the bloat and the water retention come down, maybe the bloat under the eyes starts to come down. I've experienced that. And you're feeling good. But then all of a sudden, the low vibration sneaks up on you because there's contrast of who you were, right? If you were living the most of the time feeling like a fat slob. And then if your vibration went up because you were feeling good because you did the things that you set your mind to, that contrast in the quantum field fucks everything up. So on a quantum level, you're like pulling apart the subatomic parts. And so that's what's happening energetically, right? Because the material transformation comes from the energetic transformation. So energetically, that's what's changing. But materially, what ends up happening is if that low vibration of, I feel really good, I worked out 5 days in a row, the water retention's going down, that feeling of pride and feeling good about yourself, which rightfully so, you should feel good about yourself. Yeah. And then we're talking about frown lines in the comments over here. And the low vibration, that the reason why you wanted to set the goal to exercise and lose weight is because you were feeling like a fat slob. Now you're feeling good. So energetically, you pulled apart subatomical parts. The vibration that gets active of how you felt like a fat slob before you made the mental decision to exercise and start taking care of your body, this vibration outweighs this happy vibration, because this one's only been there for like a couple of hours, right? If you just completed 5 days in a row of exercise and you just realized you're not as bloated, that vibration is like a sliver of time compared to how many years you were living feeling like a fat slob. And the only fucking reason why you feel like a fat slob is because that's what the commercials tell us to feel like if we don't look a certain way. It's just all programmed into us to sell diet and exercise programs. So the low vibration that is like, fuck no, you should not feel happy about yourself. Remember, you're a fat slob. So then that vibration, those waves, those energetic waves that are coming from your heart, the strongest electromagnetic signal of all your chakras, influences your brain, because now you have these frequencies in the air surrounding your body that is saying you're actually a fat slob. And then what happens is your thoughts, if your mind frequency is picking up a vibration that says I am a fat slob, the mind will look for memories to remember, like, am I a fat slob? Oh yeah, I remember that time I couldn't zip up my pants. I am a fat slob. And then to take your body, your material body, into alignment with your mind saying, yes, I am a fat slob, your body will then start to unconsciously sabotage yourself. You might get some aches and pains, you might get a cold, or you might just somehow convince yourself that you did such a great job that you deserve ice cream, and you eat a whole fucking pint of ice cream. So this is how, hopefully this wasn't too aggressive, but this is how the quantum stuff works with the tools within. Your mind is working with frequency on the quantum level. Your heart is the vibration, is 50% of the law of attraction, vibration and frequency. Your body is the material representation of the two. So whatever shifts you do in your thoughts and in your feelings, they will show up in your body. And if this analogy of being a fat slob doesn't work for you, you can also think about times where you had your back flare, your low back go out because you were stressed out, or your knees start to throb because you have to deal with something stressful. Same shit, different manifestation. Because your body, right? It's a bunch of subatomical parts that come together in who you think you are based on your thoughts and feelings, is in the field that is everything. So this paper is in the field, but it's vibrating at a different rate than my body, and that's why we're not blending into it. So your body that's in the field is going to either transform in health, or it's going to transform in dis-ease based on who you're thinking and feeling yourself to be. So that's how it's going to work for you. I hope this was helpful. Let me know, because that will actually give me some tips to make sure that this course is coming out just perfectly, because I'm about to write about the tools. Because first, before we understand on a deep level how the tools work to help us transform from the inside out, because of course diet and exercise are part of it, but this is the energy work, and these are the tools within to have the transformation from the inside out. And so this module that I'm about to write is about frequency, vibration, and matter. And each part of this course is going to go deeper and deeper into spiritual analogies of how people all over the world for eons of time have used different analogies to explain this. We've got the Kundalini snake. What else do we have? We have, well, the snake in general. Now I'm like drawing a blank on everything. The Trinity, the Holy Family of the Trinity, is a metaphor for how these tools work. Well, of course, now I can't think of all the metaphors, but that's going to be a different part of the course. If you have any questions about this program and you want some insights about it or some help about it before it's available to you, definitely DM me or comment below. Have a great day.